I've loved MOC series and MOCs in general for the longest while, and today I finally get to start my own. If you don't know, today marks the first episode of building a Tython MOC from the Mandalorian, and I'm so excited, and you should be too. Today I will be getting all my planning and getting ready for the MOC done, which should be pretty fun, but probably not the most exciting parts of the series. This Tython MOC from the Mandalorian should be the biggest and best MOC I have ever made, and I'm super excited to put my building skills to the test. Like all good starts to a MOC series, I of course have drawn a picture, and I could have done one on the computer, but that would have been a lot more complicated, and I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible here. So if you can't tell, this MOC is going to be divided up into 4 base plates, so kind of like those average size 32 by 32 base plates, I'm pretty sure is a size in the top left, or it really doesn't matter what corner because it's going to be able to be seen from all sides. But in the top left, I'm going to have the seeing stone where Grogu is going to be sitting. And by the way, none of this is 100% going to be how the finished MOC is. I'm just saying how I plan it to be, but of course a plan is never the finished thing, so just to get that out of the way. I'm also going to have the slave one in this MOC, maybe next to the seeing stone, wherever it needs to go. I'm also going to incorporate some hills and valleys and all that super stuff just to make it more interesting. You can also see the minifigures I'm going to include, like the Mandalorian, Fennec, Boba Fett. All these are just like rough sketches. If you can't tell, the seeing stone and Grogu is going to be the focal point of the MOC, just because I want this to be like raised up and like be the most detailed and amazing part of the MOC. So drop a like if you're excited to support the series, and let's get started. Alright, so the plan is to use these base plates right here, and I know you're probably confused. Why would I be using a base plate like this? Well, the plan is I don't want to buy actual base plates, so these are the only ones I have. So yeah, that should explain that. These ones are actual base plates, which should be helpful. So the plan is to get this all together like this. This should make the MOC decently sized, which is what I am going for. Also, one more thing is I'm trying to make each of these base plates like a part of the MOC. So they're going to be attached by Technic pins, so I can transport this MOC easier, and then I can almost reconfigure them if I want to, if I don't like how it looks. So that's the plan on how I'm going to put this MOC together. What we really need to do now is just put all the bricks down to like get a bit of height there, so maybe like a couple bricks, which should be fine. So let's hop into this time lapse. So we have a good start. So what I've done is on the gray base plates, I've obviously put gray all along the edges because I think that will look good, kind of like rock or something. Then on the tan base plates, I put tan bricks for like halfway through, but then I put gray for the other half because I want to conserve my tan for other details in the MOC. And I have a lot more gray than tan, so I thought that would work out really well. I've also put down a bunch of filler brick because you need filler brick for MOCs. So I just use random colors that I won't use on the exterior of the MOC. I have plenty of this, and I didn't try to make it even or anything because I want my MOC to be like really rough and rugged because that's how Tython is. So I thought that would be really cool. And I planned for the lowest point of the MOC like to be about 2 bricks high, so probably like about right there would be ideal. I don't want to go much higher than that, than the lowest part, but like the highest part for like the hill will probably be about here. I'm planning to use this color right here for a lot of the edges of the MOC because I think that I have a lot of this color, so I should not run out of it. And it's not the most accurate color, a little bit too bright, but I think it should work pretty well. One more thing I would like to mention is I have this massive piece right here, which I'm going to be using as like a center part of the MOC, because this thing is massive, and I have since confirmed that it is exactly 2 bricks high, so I won't have to worry about like scaling it and stuff like that. So that should all be fine. It doesn't click in very well, but you know, just look at the bottom. See, it is a Lego brick though, so that's all that matters. It came in like a really old Lego bucket that I just had, so pretty fun stuff. It should work really well. I am really happy that I was able to put this into the MOC, but what I've built in here are these like little Technic pins in here. So what you can do is you can just pull the MOC into 4s, just like this, and this will make it really great if you just want to like work on one bit of the MOC, or if you need to transport it, you can just take it apart and split it into the sections, and then you can just easily transport it. This was really easy to do, just using like some Technic pins, Technic holes, and yeah, now let's get some more of this building done. So it may not seem like a lot of progress was made, but I did decide that the whole bottom base is going to be gray. So this is kind of supposed to represent rock. Before I had some like tan towards the back, but I decided to just go with gray all around because that's not really going to be used anywhere else in the MOC, and this will just save parts. In the time lapse you might have seen me put some bricks down and then rip them up because I didn't like how it looked. I was just like deciding what I kind of wanted to do. Over here I've started the hill, which looks really great. Just put some filler in there just to like see how tall I want it to be. And the dark green is supposed to be like more soil that's like, or like grass that's lower down in the earth. And the light green is supposed to be like higher up. It's just like to show like how deep some of the soil is and how buried it is from other soil. I did slip a little bit of brown all the way under the hill just to represent some really deep soil. That's probably all I'm going to be able to get done this episode, just because it was a lot of planning out and seeing what I wanted to do, because I've never really done a MOC series before and a MOC this size, so it's all really exciting. So that's all for episode 1 of building a Lego Tython MOC, and it was really fun. This is really my first ever like MOC series I've done, so I'm really excited about doing my first episode. Was really great. I love doing time lapses. All that stuff is really cool. This MOC is definitely going to take a while to complete. I'm thinking like at least maybe like 10 weeks. I don't really know. I'm just guessing here, but there's a lot to do there. A lot of details to put in, a lot of filler brick to put in, all that stuff. If you have any tips for me for building Lego MOCs and Lego terrain in general, then definitely let me know in the comment section, because I always want to learn and hear from you guys. Make sure to also hit the like button. Really great to support the series. Subscribe so you know when all the future episodes come out. With that, I will catch you in another video. Goodbye.